Criminals can sometimes be extremely creative to avoid going to jail. But what happens when suspects take it too far and attempt to murder a police officer while in custody? Here are 4 bold criminals who tried to kill the officers in the interrogation room. Let's start off our list with Reid Duran, who chose a truly unconventional way of attacking a police officer. Authorities claimed that a man allegedly tried to assault an Ohio cop with a pen while he was waiting for an interrogation to begin. The crazy part is that Reid actually came to the police department completely voluntary. It was for an interview about pretending to be a parent at a St. Bridget's Middle School's open house. Reid planned to kidnap and drug a child while pretending to be a parent. At first, he made lame excuses for being at the school premises, but eventually admitted that he was there to snatch a child and calmly went with the police officers to the station. What he did after that, however, was a total surprise to everyone.
Oh. 9-5, look at your unit up here. Put your hands behind your back now.
Okay.
Stop. Put your hands behind your back now.
It's fair to say the situation escalated quickly. Reid was sitting perfectly calm, but it seems like something in his brain just snapped when he saw the pen. But it's crazy to think that he actually thought this was a good idea. What would he even do if he managed to get a good hit on the cop? Well, he must have had some sort of a plan since he was hypnotizing the pen for a good 15 seconds.
Oh. 9-5, look at your unit up here.
Luckily, thanks to the extensive training every police officer must go through when joining the force, the cop in the room didn't even take a second to process what was going on or flinch at all. All of Reid's hopes were doomed right from the start. Reid went to trial and pleaded not guilty due to insanity. The trial is still ongoing at this moment, but Reid was already found sane and mentally competent, so quite likely, he can expect to spend some time behind the bars. If you think Reid's move was ballsy, Chad Breinholt is on a completely different level, going so far as to steal an officer's service gun while being massively unnumbered and handcuffed behind his back. 31-year-old Michael Chad Breinholt was brought in for questioning due to his concerning behavior at his girlfriend's place of work. Chad was clearly under the influence, and following a positive alcohol test, he was arrested. During processing, things escalated rather quickly. First, Chad tried to bite off the cables of the breathalyzer machine and then claimed he had a gun hidden in his shoe. Subsequently, an altercation occurred, during which Chad tried to seize the officer's gun.
I'm not giving you my shoe. I'm not giving you my shoe.
I got it. Oh, say fuck, he's got my gun! He's got my gun! You're gun!
The situation got out of control and unfortunately led to a tragic end. Handcuffs Chad stood no chance in a brawl against 2 police officers, yet a third officer assessing the situation to be dangerous enough proceeded to shoot Chad, immediately ending his life.
I got it. Oh, say fuck, he's got my gun! He's got my gun! You're about to die, my friend!
It is questionable whether such a fatal resolution was appropriate. From another camera angle, we can see Chad reaching for the officer's gun, but it remains secured in the holster.
Fuck, he's got my gun! He's got my gun! You're about to die!
Although the tragic fate of Chad Breinholt threw shade on the local police department, the West Valley City officials maintained that none of the officers were at fault. However, Chad's family has filed a lawsuit against the use of lethal force, and they eventually received a $350,000 settlement. But if you thought Chad was the only suspect trying to seize a cop's gun, you'd be dead wrong. 29-year-old Terrell Rhodes came to the police station and confessed to killing his girlfriend's 2-year-old son Amari Nicholson. Terrell told the authorities he hit Amari 3 or 4 times with his fist before the child's face went blue and his breathing stopped forever, after which he also attempted CPR, regretting his actions. During the interrogation, Terrell broke down into tears and leaned towards the desk. The detectives concentrated on calming him down, and Terrell used their lack of attention to swiftly reach for the gun.
Go back.
He was eventually able to take the gun out of the holster, but thanks to the prompt reaction of officers in the next room who came to the rescue, nobody was hurt. The officers shouldn't have entered the room with a weapon in the first place. Bringing a service weapon to the interrogation room is actually forbidden in some of the police districts for the safety of both police officers as well as the suspect. This also applies to the Cincinnati Police Department, where 27-year-old Thomas Robinson was brought in for shooting 17-year-old Joseph Reno Armstrong. Unlike most suspects, this guy wasn't trying to harm any of the officers present on the scene. He just wanted to end his own life and even begged them to. A light bulb turned on in Robinson's head when he was being handcuffed, which led him to reach for the cop's gun. A struggle ensued and caused more officers to hurry into the room. He was so frantic to get the gun that in the end, a taser had to be used to subdue the man. What was the cop thinking? He came extremely close to the suspect and basically shoved the gun in his face, literally tempting an accused shooter to take it. Robinson was charged with robbery, assault, and murder, and it doesn't end there. This guy's got quite the resume. He's also looking at gun and drug-related charges. It's safe to say he's going in the slammer for a long, long time. Would you also be so tempted to grab the gun? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.